So what's going on, you in the tube? So I'm gonna be changing a control panel to a GE smooth surface 4-element 5.3 cube electric range stove, model number JS645SLSS. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get it. All right, so the first thing that I had to do a voiceover. Had a lot of barking and stuff going on in the background, but the first thing you want to do is obviously just pull the knobs off. They come straight off. I'm acting a little baffled. There was 2 screws on the side, and those were the only 2 screws on each side that was holding it down. I guess depending on how long you had the stove for, it wasn't too hard to pull up, but I didn't want to break nothing. So once you pull it up, you do now have access to all of the wires and stuff, but in order to get it fully off, you're gonna have to remove these little screws because the wires are they're kind of short. So once I remove all these, yep, we can move on. And pretty much everything in the video, if you just look at it, self-explanatory. So I want you to do come down here, and I want you to get this where the part number actually is, which is down here on the stove. I don't know if they're gonna be able to see that with that light on there. Hold on, let me see if I can get it in there and get it to focus. Yeah, there it is. That's the part number right there. Okay, to the stove, the part number to the part isn't on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of explain to them that this is the part to get, right? It's a brand new part, but the part number, I got it from Parts Doctor. This is how much I paid for it. That's the name of it. And see, they won't be able to see the part number. Oh wow, they did. Oh, it showed up. That's the part number. Good job. That's the manufacturer. All right, so now I'm basically just going to explain me pulling these wires off. Like I said before, make sure you guys have the power off from the breaker before you start dealing with any of this stuff. Even starting, I killed the power before I even started this job. But take a picture. Well, there it is. Make sure you do snap a picture before you start yanking these wires loose, so that way you'll know exactly where all the wires go back. These wires were tough as heck to get off. I ain't even gonna lie. I think even at one point, not all of them, but at one point, I think I put some pliers to one, but I kind of changed my mind because I didn't want to break the plastic that was on that's on the connectors. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that pink wire, this one wire is the only wire that needs to go from this panel to the new panel, and the rest of them, they're connected to the harness of the stove. So yeah, like I said, they were tough. I fought, I wiggled, I pulled. It was just hard. They were just hard to pull off. But I eventually got them off. So I'm just gonna kind of let y'all kind of watch me go through all the rest of the steps. Let y'all check that out. It pushes on this side. Same thing. Now, so I'm gonna leave all this hooked up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the screws loose from each side.
this. But I'll have to explain that that it didn't come with the braces, so we're gonna have to remove it. Well, it's a bracket anyway. Let me change this out.
Hold on, baby.
And focus here. When you lift up, come back. Because I want them to look at these. See these right here?
Mm-hmm.
There's two of them. So you gotta lift up.
Alright, so here's the old panel that I took all the wires off of. You have this little brace here. I don't know what they call it. I don't know the little silver metal thing. Well, that has to come out because the newer one didn't come with one. So we got to be able to pry that out and put it on the new one. I didn't want to break the black tabs that were on the old one, even though I was like, well, this is going in the trash anyway. But if you don't want to break them, this is how you get them off. You gotta push one side back and pull up a little bit you'll see it. Once I pry it up, and then that front tab, the one I'm dealing with now, it pulls back. I did a poor job of filming that part. See, this one pushes in. All right, once you push in, you twist up, and then you pull back on that one, and then you pull out. So that's how those work. So it wasn't hard. Putting back on is real easy because all they do is just snap in there. I just wanted to make sure I didn't put nothing on backwards. Well, you can't put that on backwards anyway because it has that little slit. So it can only go one way. But I didn't want to pull both of them off and get them mixed up because they are built. One of them's they're built slightly different. From the left to the right side is basically. But here, I'll let y'all see me do it again. It was a little tedious too, ain't gonna lie. You see how I'm pushing out and turning the bracket at the same time, or the brace. Once it clears, all I gotta do is just pull back on that other tab, and it'll release it, and that was it. Yeah, I'm just lining everything up, and to be on the safe side, I like to make sure I'm putting it exactly back the way it came off. I don't want to make no errors, So, and to put them things on is pretty simple too. They just snap in, but you do have to kind of go in at an angle on one side to get it underneath the inside clips. And once you get them under the inside clips, the outside will secure them by you just pushing down on that little brace. And yeah, I don't know what's taking me so long, but that's basically it. See, snap. Yeah. Same thing with the other side. That was that little slit I was talking about. I just pointed at that little black thing. That's why I say you can't really mix it up. It should only go one way. Even if you flip-flop the left to the right. I actually, no, it's just, if you take the right one off, put it on the right side of the other control panel. If you take the left one off, Same thing. All right, so this is, I actually messed up here once. I actually put the 2 screws in first by accident, but you'll see that you have to put the 2 ends in first, slide them back in the hole, and then let it lay down, and then put your screws back in. Put your screws in. That'll be it, really. For that, after that, you just have to put your wires back on. Just again, remember, the biggest thing with doing a job like this, it wasn't hard at all. Make sure you kill that power though. That was the biggest thing, and I mean, kill the power from the breaker too, or just turn it, or kill the power from the breaker and or unplug it. So yeah, so I'm gonna let y'all check me out.
Come back. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to. I'm gonna go back in here. I'm gonna look at how everything was together. Ma, can I get that right quick?
Okay.
I need that. I need right here. I need the yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna start plugging stuff back where it was. And that's it. Everything's good. Now it's time to test it, make sure everything's good. Here it is. It's working again. Now, I don't think I filmed it when it wasn't working. I don't think I filmed it when it wasn't working. So now I have everything together. Now it's time to put these little guys back in. Huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna film me putting all these little jokers back in. Alright, so I got all these on. Putting this back on. I'm gonna do a voiceover, like Amber said. Like that there. So now, with the whole setup. Alright. Now, so once I got everything straight, all thing you want to do is just put the things back.